Hello everyone, my name is Ella. Welcome to another video. Please disregard the fact that I am covered in hair dye all over my face and that I am broken out. I have been going since 9 a.m. this morning. I had 5 hours of sleep and I have been going all day yesterday too, so I am exhausted. Cleaning, getting ready for my parents to get here. But let's take a break from all of that and relax a little bit. Come paint with me. So this is a picture that we have up at home, my home in Texas, that my parents have had for as long as I can remember, and I really wanted to incorporate the Southwestern colors and theme because my mom loves it so much, and I wanted to make that into a kind of anniversary present for them. Since this is their 30th anniversary, and my parents don't really want a lot of big things, so I've just got this little canvas prepared, and if it could please focus. Basically, this is just a sketch, and most of this is going to get painted over. I just kind of wanted to have a feel of what I was going to do with the canvas. So basically, I took the moon in the corner there, and then I basically copied the wolf as best as I could, or coyote, as best as I could, and I just put it at the center instead of at the side like it was on that mirror. And I have a bunch of paints over here. This isn't even all of them. Hi, Bryce. And I'm just gonna kind of get to work and see if I can't make this painting look like the mirror that they have at home. Okay, I moved into my kitchen because better lighting, and I also didn't want to risk getting any of this paint on my coffee table. So I have everything all set out. A lot of this is probably more paint than I'm going to need, so I'll probably scoop it back up into the container once I'm done. The brown and the gold aren't in a little dish because the gold I can just dip my paintbrush in to do the sun. And then the brown, I literally just need like the smallest line of brown, so I'm just going to dip it into the container for that as well. So for right now, I'm going to paint the outline of the coyote, the sun, and then the white. This whole section down here, I'm going to paint white to match the bottom. And then once all that is dry, I'll go on and do the detailing on the coyote and the pink and the blue line down here, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do with the background after that. I forgot I had a tripod, so I just set that up so I could use both hands to paint and still film. So just going to using this kind of rounded tip brush to do the sun. I really think this gold is going to pop as the sun, and I don't think you can really tell in the picture, but the gold on the sun in that picture as well is kind of like sparkly, like metallic-y. So hoping to get the same effect with this as well. You can see the brush strokes on this. I don't know if that's because of the paintbrush that I'm using or the paint itself, but once this section is dry, I might go over it with a different paintbrush and see if I can fix that a little bit. Now, I haven't used this brush before. It's still nice and clean, but I think I'm going to use it this is kind of, I don't know how, it's not quite as tan as I'd like for it to be. Let me see what it looks like on here first. Okay, that's about what I expected it to be. I guess I'll go ahead and fill in the coyote right now too. I was a little wary to do it because of this part down here. I don't want it to get mixed or anything like that, but I think it's gonna be okay. I would like to remind everyone, as I make a mistake, that I am not an artist. I just think painting is really cool. I would like to be an artist, but I feel like right now anyway, I'm just kind of playing around, seeing what happens. My mom's gonna like it anyways because, you know, it's me doing it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Definitely couldn't be one of those people that like does all the like line work and everything and then like fills it in with like just the paintbrush. Do you know what I'm talking about? How they like have the paintbrush and it's usually connected to like some kind of weight and they just like paint like that and it's like that's it. I could never do that. I need an outline. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is with doing these little bits first and then doing the background when I'm done, what I'll probably do is go back over like the edges of this with this paint and this paintbrush. First of all, to make it look more realistic, and also I can kind of fluff it up a bit because it's supposed to be a coyote, so it'll look like fur. At least that's what I'm hoping happens. All right, now for this base right here, this white base, I'm gonna take this white and I'm just gonna brush it on. And then once it dries, I'm gonna speckle. If you look really closely on that painting, it's kind of like speckled with like a reddish pinkish color. So I might use the scarlet color for that as well. This is probably going to need a couple of layers to cover up my pencil markings. To anyone else out there interested in painting, make sure that you don't make your pencil markings too dark because then your paint won't cover it up, and that may be problem I run into with this painting. I think though I might have to mess with the lines a little bit, but I should be okay to just kind of like cover up most of the pencil, at least with the two other colors. So we'll see what happens. And again, for this top part at least, I'm not too worried about my lines because I will be painting the background and then I will be going back over. What happened here? I've gotten this. But I will be basically covering this line up here, so I'm not too worried about it being even or anything because I can cover over it. It does feel a little thick here at the top though, so I'm gonna kind of, let me see here, mop it a little bit and then fix that afterwards. That'll be fine. Okay, so there's that. So I think that's all I'm gonna do for now. I'm gonna let this dry, work on some more cleaning around my apartment and everything, and then once this feels dry enough, I will do some touch-ups. This I might touch up off screen, so if it's different the next time you see it, that's why, but everything else will have to wait for it to dry. Okay, so I've let it dry for a little bit. I did touch up this part here. I just kind of like dabbed at it with a different paintbrush, so it kind of has this like textured feel / look to it now, which I think is a lot cooler than how it did look. As far as this white part goes, I think what I'm gonna have to do is, since I've decided on black for this background, and then I might add some like white flecks for like stars or whatever. So I might just paint all of this black and then just go back over on top of it with white. Hopefully that'll work. If not, then I'll have to try something else. But so I'm gonna go in with the black now, and I don't want to waste any more cups, so I'm just kind of gonna. Can I pick up the right paintbrush? I'm just gonna get the paint from here. I'm gonna pick this up so I can maneuver it better. So I'm just gonna cut the video here, and then you can see it once I'm done with it. Okay, I painted the background, and it actually went surprisingly well. I was really worried that I was going to like completely mess up the lines of the coyote or the sun, and I didn't. It actually worked out pretty well. But I am going to touch this up once the black is dry to just make it look a little better, and also it's a really thin layer right now. You can see through it. And then I'll also paint that white down there and hopefully get some better coverage. I think I might just have to use this brush for everything, because this is the brush that I used on that and the black and the coyote. And it all just looks like, it just looks so much more even than it did with any of the other brushes. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so I don't know what just happened with my voice. The black is dry. Yeah, dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over this again to cover up more of the white spots. And I think I'm gonna do the white down here first. First of all, to see if it'll actually cover it up, and then once that dries, I'll probably go over the coyote part and then go from there. Okay, you know, maybe I should have left this part like unpainted. I wonder if that would have been like better, because, well, I mean, it's kind of, maybe it's just gonna take a lot of like layers of white, I guess, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll do what I did with the black. I like put it like on. Ooh, oh, that was so much. I put it like on the canvas and then just kind of like painted it out like that. Maybe I'm just overthinking this. Like, I mean, obviously there's not really, you know, the white will either cover the black or it won't, and really there's not that much like white on it, I guess. Like, it's just like framing the pink and the blue. So okay, come down. Okay, so maybe I'll do this coat. I'm not all that worried about it. I wish I had like a wider brush tip. Wait, I do have a wider brush tip. Break out a new thing. I don't know that this will help, but okay, see, that just kind of like Okay. Okay, yeah, I might have to do a few layers, but okay, you know, I'm kind of okay with this because like the bottom and the top is like thicker than the middle, and frankly that's fine because the bottom and the top are the only part that is really going to be like seen aside from the like it frames the blue and the pink. So I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. Come on, work with me here. There we go. Okay. You know, I don't think it's gonna get any better than that, so I'm just gonna leave it. Frankly, I'm astonished that all this paint is just like fine. Like it's been out in their little cups like all day now, and they're still, you know, wet. Like there's no dryness or anything to the paint, so that is something to be commended for sure. All right, okay, before I do anything else and before I mess it up and decide that I hate it, I'm gonna stop with that, let that dry for maybe like an hour, maybe not even, depending on how much it needs, and then we're gonna go in with the, still need to, I have to add white to this blue still, so I'm gonna do that, and I'll see you all in a little bit. Okay, so the white is dry, but it's a little sticky, so I'm gonna go ahead and paint back over this with this paintbrush, and then I'll see about doing the pink and the blue on the white. I don't know, it's really sticky. I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, that coverage already looks so much better. Let me pick it up so I can show you. You basically can't see anything underneath that second coat of the tan for the Coyote, so I'm gonna let that dry. I'll see how painting one of the lines goes on here, but I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna use this fine-tipped paintbrush for the pink and the blue. Let me get my picture. I don't remember which one's on the top. I think it's pink. Yes, it is pink on top, and this one, I'm so proud of this pink. Like, it's almost an exact color match. The blue, I'm not as sure about. I'm gonna pick this up so that I can paint it, so give me 1 second. Actually, wait, I forgot there were the little flecks of this color in there, and I wonder if I can't, like, kind of, but it's not, doesn't really have the texture that I want. So let me, now this is technically for makeup. It's to like put blood on like that, which I do use it for that. But today we are using it for paint because I couldn't get the paintbrush to do the texture that I wanted. I'm gonna go with this edge here. See if it did not do what I wanted it to. So what I may do instead, I don't know, let me, yeah, I don't, oh well, it can be like my little twist on the painting, so it's not like an exact copy of a painting that someone else has already done, even though it isn't, but right. So well, this top part I think needs a little bit more. There. Okay. Most of that's going to be covered up by the pink. Anyways, so now I have to let that dry for a little bit, and then I will put the pink and the blue on top. Okay, we are dry, I think. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this pink here. I showed it to you already, so I'm not gonna show it to you again. I'm gonna pick this up to paint it, so I will show you what it looks like when the pink is on. Okay, that's what the first coat of pink looks like. I think it's definitely gonna need another one, because you can still kind of see through it. And I'm hoping that since this one is a light color and it covered up so well over itself, that the same will be done with the pink. So I'm gonna wash this paintbrush off and go ahead and add that blue layer underneath, and then I'm gonna work on the detail work on the coyote. Okay, here's the blue. I'm not entirely happy with the shade of it, but I've added so much white, and I don't have that much white left, and I don't want to waste it in case I need it for something else on this painting. But here we go. The blue came out a little darker, but that's also because it's a darker shade than the light pink was. But I'm probably still going to do a second coat over that, just to, you know, make sure that it's as opaque as possible. It's time for the accent work now. I mentioned before that I literally don't need that much of this brown paint at all. So I'm literally just going to go like that. And then paint a little mouth and the little closed eyes, because he's going, oh, maybe it is a wolf and not a coyote. There we go, just like that, simple, easy. And now I'm gonna do the little zigzag collar kind of thing on the neck. When did I get paint on myself? RIP. In case you don't remember, those are the 3 colors that I'm gonna use for the collar. That's what the face looks like. I hope I did it justice. I don't know. Immediately forgot what order the colors were in. Okay. Yellow, purple, yeah, red. Okay, let's do this. There's one. I got the purple and the gold a little bit, so I'm gonna have to retouch that up. But the purple's done, and now it's time for the scarlet. Okay, obviously that's gonna need some touch-ups, but shall we compare? So that's what the painting looks like, and that's what my painting looks like. You know, I don't know that I can have both of these in the shot at the same time, but not so bad. Not so bad. I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'm gonna go over it, and then I will just finish this off camera once it's dried a little bit, and then I will show you the finished product. Alright, there she is. She's not perfect. I might go back in tomorrow if I remember and fix that white part there, and maybe the bottom part there as well. But overall, I'm impressed with myself. Painting is not my forte. Art in any way, shape, or form is not my forte, and I think I did pretty okay. Sorry I look terrible. I've literally spent all day doing this and cleaning up around my apartment. So that's the finished product. I hope you like it. Remind me, and in another video I'll say whether, I'll give my parents' reaction to the painting. So that'll be it for this video. No Marvel videos coming up, like I mentioned before, until the end of May, and then my regular content. I will be back next Wednesday with a fun little surprise. If you enjoy this video, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and if you'd like to be notified about when I post a new video, go ahead and click that little bell icon way down there. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye!